fellow true crimers, it is Crime with Ashley here, and I am Ashley, and I am back with another case. Sorry that my uploading schedule is just a little bit wonky. I said Tuesdays and Thursdays, but it looks like Mondays and Wednesdays. Just know for sure every week I'm gonna have at least 2 videos out for you guys because I look up true crime cases like every day. So yes, I have a really cool case for you. There's a few YouTube videos on it, but not by any YouTubers. So I thought I would cover it because it is a crazy case. Also, I wanted to give you another disclaimer. I'm sorry about the watermark that I have. It's better than the one that I used to have. But I am just playing around with video editors until I can find one that fits me the best. And right now it's going to be this one. So thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to me and who's watching this right now. I hope that you enjoy my videos because I am learning and growing every single time I do a video. And I just love doing YouTube. So thank you so much for watching, and I really, really appreciate you guys. So the case today is going to be about 35-year-old Mitchelle Blair or Angela Blair, but I'm going to say Mitchelle because that's what everybody is saying. Although on court videos, when I was watching her testify and watching the court proceedings, they said Angela Blair, so I'm not sure, but we're going to go with Mitchelle. Okay, so I want to give a little bit of a background information on Mitchelle Blair. So I watched a lot of videos about her because she is not shy. She admitted everything that she did right up front, all the heinous, horrible things that she did because she has a reason for it, she says. Honestly, I don't know if it's true or not. The things that are claimed are on somebody that's no longer with us and they can't defend themselves, so I don't know. Anywho, so Mitchelle Blair, so she claims that she had a very rough upbringing, that her mother didn't care for her, that she abused her, every way possible, that also she was being molested by a family friend, and her mother was very much aware of this and pretty much let it continue and let it happen and didn't do anything and didn't care. So she took that, I guess, as a sign of mothering. If you have a crap mother, then you want to be a crap mother too, I guess. Horrible way of thinking, but that's what I'm pretty much getting from Mitchelle Blair. So besides the fact that she had a pretty rough upbringing, she was a single mother of 4 children. Her children were 17, going to be 8, one of the deceased, going to be 13, one of the deceased, and the fourth child, the youngest child, I can't really get a clear picture on the age or name of this child. It's been protected. So just know that that's the child that all of this is basically about. And before I get into the case, I want to say that I read articles from the children and interviews from the children, the surviving, well, child, and maybe the small child, but they say children in the interviews, like the tortured surviving children, have interviews, but it mainly seems to be the 17-year-old daughter speaking. But she just basically says that the mother presented herself as this great mother, but she really tortured them at the house and was a horrible, horrible parent, just like her mother. And she called him Steven. So his name is Steven, her son that passed. He was the 9-year-old, and then Stoni was the 13. Know that the things that they did to this little boy apparently were just, as far as it, some of it happened with menstrual blood and a pad. Like, she meant to kill her, and she even says if she could kill her kid again, she would kill her again. So she has no remorse at all. She clearly believes her son, and I mean, I don't know what to think. This case is so crazy. She had no right to kill them. I'm not saying any way, shape, or form that those kids had any right to die, but if they were abusing that child, then something was wrong in that household. Something was very wrong, and I don't know what to think. Okay, so Stoni died May the 25th, 2013, and Stephen died August the 30th, 2012, 9 months before. And the reason that he died 9 months before is because the little boy, whose name I actually did figure out when I was really listening hard to this again, but I'm not going to say his name or the oldest daughter's name because they're blurred out for a reason, and I'm going to respect the family's privacy because those two are victims for sure. So Stephen died then, and actually he died pretty much the same way as Stoni did, which is why I'm saying it like this. And both of them died with a suffocation with a plastic bag, and Stephen died because of holding him up by the neck with a belt. She also threw scalding water on their genitals, and she also beat them severely, um, did a whole mess of things to the kids. Basically, everything that the little boy said they did to him, she did to them, just not sexually, just in a, you like how this feels, putting plastic bag over their faces, suffocating them, choking them. Basically, just she kept saying my son, even though they were all her kids, but she kept saying my son, and she was, in her eyes, defending him. It's sickening, really, like listening to her talk about this, because she keeps saying, I would do it again, I would do it again. And the reason that she didn't mean to kill Stephen at first, she wanted to make that clear. She didn't mean to kill Stephen at first. She just wanted to seriously hurt him. But Stoni, she meant to kill because Stoni was the one who started raping Stephen first and made him the way that he was, where he was raping his brother as well separately, even though Stoni was beating both of them. So according to Michelle, Stoni was the mastermind behind her children's molestation and torture of the youngest child, and that is what made her kill. And that's why she says she has no remorse. She wished she would have known sooner so she could kill her sooner. Like the way she talks about Stoni, her 13-year-old, is incredible. I understand. If she did those things, I don't know. I don't know. If she did those things, she clearly would need help, you know? She would need help. I would never think to harm my child like that. But if you thought that was all, that is not all that she did. So I said that she killed Stephen 9 months before she killed Stoni, right? Well, she did. And when she killed Stephen, she actually wrapped his body in plastic and put him in the freezer. And to be clear, his cause of death is officially listed as strangulation to the neck with a belt and suffocation with a plastic bag. So, and plus the multiple blunt force trauma, and everything. But that's his official cause, and he was in the freezer, and it actually took 3 days for both their bodies to thaw because 9 months later, when she killed Stoni, she actually wrapped Stoni's body up in plastic and put her right alongside her brother. Because, I mean, what else do you do, right? You don't turn yourself in after you commit a crime. Oh, no, no, nay, nay, you don't do that. You go ahead and, sorry, I was copying Bailey Sarian for a second. I shouldn't do that. I just try not to do that in my videos. Because I don't want anybody to be like, you're copying Bailey Sarian. And it's like, I love her too. She's why I'm doing this, okay? Sorry, but so no, you can't just report yourself. You have to put your kids in the freezer. And actually, I wanted to say that both of Stephen and Stoni's time of deaths are actually listed on the same date and time because it is March the 24th, 2015, because that is when they were discovered, you guys. She didn't turn herself in. Oh no. She just left him in there, and the only reason that any of this even was discovered was because she wasn't paying rent, and her landlord went to evict her and was going through her stuff, and boom, found some bodies and blew the case wide open. So these bodies were in there for years in the freezer. I don't know what it is with me, and I don't know what it is with this. I don't know what it is with me finding cases where they're like freezing for a while or whatever, but I've been finding a lot of cases similar to this where they're like putting them away for years at a time and then they're discovered. Like the Rhonda Jolly case that I did, where she was discovered in her bed after being dead for a few years. That's kind of how I feel about this, but this was obviously intentional, way different. But I can't believe it. I really can't. And just to be clear as well, Stoney's official cause of death was strangulation with a t-shirt. With a t-shirt. I'm telling you details. Strangulation with a t-shirt and suffocation with a plastic bag, as well as multiple force traumas to her body. And I didn't even say everything that she did to them because I don't even really want to. I want to tell you guys as much as I can, and I did, but she did so many things. If I really sat here and listed everything she did to them, it would take me like 25 minutes just to do that because it took her almost half an hour just to explain what she did to these kids. So I don't really want to do that. I said most of the things, but she didn't feed them. She starved them. There was feces involved. Like, Apparently, I just, it's all horrible what she did. They were tortured, murdered, and put in the freezer, and she just kept on living her life, saying that they're demons and that she wished she would have killed them sooner and everything. She has no remorse. She didn't mean to kill Steven at first, but she has no remorse for doing it, and she definitely meant to kill Stoni and definitely would do it again and wish that she had sooner. Bear in mind that Stoni has a father, and he may not have been in her life, but he actually said he never thought he would that she would do this to his baby. And I don't actually want to put his name out there because it seems like he was trying to grieve, and he's just really heartbroken about this and about the accusations against his dead daughter. And it's horrible. It's really horrible, and I want to respect him. So just know that they had fathers, they had different fathers, um, but Stony's dad definitely wanted her and is so upset that this is her course of action when she could have just been like, okay, well, we need to get you help and you need to go to somewhere else because I can't have you around your brother. Like, okay, my loves, this is pretty much it for the case. She did all of that to those kids. They've been discovered. She's gotten life in prison. She's never gonna get out, ever. She pleaded guilty. There was no contest, so I don't really have to go through the trial. This was all done in their home. You got everything, guys. Oh, this happened in Detroit, Michigan. I didn't say that. I always forget to say that. Like, every other YouTuber is always like, so this happened in such and such on such and such day on such and such time, and give you like these great things, and I'm over here like, I think it's in Detroit. Sorry, it's in Detroit, you guys. That's where it happened at. So besides commenting that, if you like this video, please like, subscribe because we are at 42 subscribers. The fam is growing. We need to come up with a name. That's another thing too. I need a couple of you guys, my lovely guys and girls, true crimers, to come up with a name for our family. Maybe it should be true crimers. Does anybody have that? Should I patent that? Is that mine? Hey, Midnight. Ooh, maybe we'll be the true crimer family. I want to have a family. That sounded really lame. Okay, so like, subscribe, comment below, please. I really enjoy doing this for you guys. I hope that you like the videos. Please come back. It is really fun over here. And it has been Crime with Ashley, and Midnight's ready for attention, I guess. Yes, he is. Okay, so bye-bye, guys. Mwah.